Okay, so we're going to go over several different things in this Zoom. Um, and the first thing I'm going to go over really quickly, again, is our accountability group. We've already started in April, and I think that the ones of you that are in it kind of understand what to do as far as in the chat, the polls we have every day. But this month, what I wanted everyone to do was to keep up with their points themselves. That way that we can make sure that, that we have them correctly at the end of the month. Because I don't think last month we didn't start till like the middle of March. So there were several, it was like a trial run. So we were just kind of doing a trial run last month. We didn't start till like the middle of March. And we done really good with the daily tasks, but we need to keep up with the other stuff. So on the accountability group, you guys should all be in this. If you're not, let me know. This is what it looks like. But under the file section, there's an accountability point keeper file. And it looks like, let's see if it'll let me do this. So it looks like this. And I actually posted it. I didn't mean to put the numbers in when I posted it, but like it will automatically add up all of your points for you. So like on the first of the month, if you've done 7 tasks, that's how many points you get. And then if you got any customers, loyal customers are worth 5 points. Retail customers are worth 3. So if you got a loyal customer, if you got a distributor, they're worth 5. And then if you run an auto shipment, so if you run your auto shipment each month, that's one way we get commission qualified. And it has to be at least 80 in volume. So it's roughly 2 products on your auto shipment, but that's one way you guarantee you'll be commission qualified. If you don't run an auto shipment, then you have to make sure you get 150 in personal volume from customer sales or any orders you place yourself, and they can't be on an auto shipment. So you have to place like a separate order to get 150. Then you're commission qualified that way also. But if you're running an auto shipment every month, that's worth 25, and you do it on the day that it runs. Like mine is always runs on the 19th. So that will be the day you put in that you got that many points. If you hit 500 group volume, we used to have a thing called the 400 group. And it just meant anyone that got to 400 group volume or personal volume. I've seen it done both ways. But from our old compensation plan, the old charts, you needed everyone to be at least 400 in volume for you to promote. But the way that the new comp plan is and the new charts, it's not necessarily that way. You need everyone at least 400, but you need, like for Ruby, you've got 3 people and under you, you've got 3 distributors, and each one has to be at least 400, but you have to have a total group volume of 2,000. So if the 3 distributors and under you are only at 400, then that's just 1,200. So you still need 800 more volume. But if they're all at 500, you're a little bit closer to that 2,000. So I've seen a lot of other people doing this, so I started it too. Instead of having a 400 club or group, I changed it to 500. It's just a goal for everyone to try to hit. I don't know. There's only been like, I don't know if I've ever been under 400 group volume. Like I've always been. It's what you call a qualified leg. If you've got at least 400 group volume, I think I've always hit. And there might have been one month I didn't. It might have been that month, the December after my mom passed away. That's the lowest my volume's ever been, and I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But outside of that, I've always had at least, like I've always been a qualified leg. So if you get to 500 group volume, whatever day that is, maybe towards the end of the month or whatever, that's worth 50 points. Now my computer's going to freeze up. So that's another way you get points. Another way is getting your steps to success completed. And our steps to success is just a goal that we have every month. Just a goal we have every month. And that just means you want to try to get 3 distributors and 4 customers, loyal customers at least. So if you hit your steps to success, that's worth 100 points. I don't know. Can you guys see this 50 on the screen? I don't know why. My computer froze and now it's there. So pretend that's not there. And then you get 10 points for every live Zoom or Facebook training, like Facebook Live, that you attend. Like that you guys are on here right now. So you all get 10 points for being here. I'm not counting if you go back and watch the recordings, because I can sit and watch the recordings all day. But like being on current Zooms live is totally different than going back and watching the recording. If I go back and watch a recorded Zoom, like I don't pay attention as much for some reason because I'm always distracted. Like if I'm on here live with someone doing a Zoom, I'm more in tune just because why is it? Can you guys still see my screen? I don't know what it's doing. So it's just on Facebook. Let me try it again. So you guys have not even seen this. You guys see the spreadsheet? Okay, I don't know. I'll give it a second. I'm going to jump back over to Facebook in a second anyway. Because I done it. Hang on a minute. Let me stop and redo it. See if that works. Okay, now. Now you see it. Nope, it's still pausing. Why is it doing that? Oh my lord. Okay, anyway. Maybe on the recording you can see it, but probably not because it's not working. Let's see what I can see on from my phone. All right, I don't know. I'll show it from my phone here in a minute because I'm going to do show some stuff on my phone too. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, being on a Zoom like we're just done, like you can talk to people. So if you have a question, if somebody says something and you don't know what they're talking about on a recorded Zoom, then you can't ask because the Zoom's over. Unless it's me, then you can. But like if we're doing one with Denise or whatever. So anyway, being on the Zooms and the Facebook Lives in person when they're happening is worth 10 points. And then if you attend a Zoom, or I mean an event in person, they're worth 500. And I'm talking like going to they're having these trainings right now everywhere, like in I think they got one coming up in St. Louis, in the United States, and then they had one in North Carolina a couple of weeks ago. They had one this weekend in Canada. And I also said that if you go on eSuite on your back office, you can purchase a ticket and watch the live stream. They're $19, and then you have like 30 days to go back and watch the replays of it too, because it's like a 5-hour event. Then if you do that and you watch the whole entire thing, then it's worth 500 points. But going to an event live is just like going to a Zoom live versus watching a replay. Totally different. But so those are worth 500. So if you can find an event, and we have an events calendar, it's on the Connect app. You can go to it and see the events calendar. Let me try this one more time. Don't know why it's not letting me share. Makes no sense. Let's see if it'll let me do Facebook again at least. Okay, so it'll let me do Facebook, but it won't let me do the file. But anyway, like if you're on here, if you go to files, you'll see it. It's the accountability points keeper. It's everything I just went over is on there. If you have questions, let me know, but try to keep up with that. Like I'm doing the points every day. I'm trying to do that too, but you guys can do it a lot easier. You can look and see how many tasks you've done a lot easier than I can, because I have to go through like every single person, every little thing, and like see who clicked on it. So just be doing that. And like I said, I just got together the prizes for the girls that got last month. I took the top 3. First place gets to pick whatever they want, and then the second and third people in points. I'm just going to pick something random to send you. So first place gets to pick their prize, and then the other two will get something else. So let's see if it'll let me. If you guys got any questions about the accountability before I go to the next part? I'm going to do host to post next. So, so this group, did it come up here? So the host to post essentially means that you ask people, you either post on your page, on your Facebook page, and ask people if they would be, like right now, Nikki has the giveaway that she's doing. And we're doing that. We've done these every month since November. This group page that I've got pulled up right now, this is the one I have done since November. Nikki's that she's doing right now is the first time she's done that, but these are the ones that we've done since November. And the way you get in is we all pay $10. We send $10 to, her name is Christy something, Christy Winter maybe. She's on here somewhere. There, yeah, Christy Winter. We send her $10 via PayPal, or you can do it like Facebook, however you pay on Facebook, on Messenger. Like there's several ways. So you send her $10 and you're in. And like I paid $10, I think it was in February, and I've not paid again since because there's so many of us joined that we've been doing like 500 a month. I think it tells on here somewhere how many people's in this group right now, because they clear everybody out. When we run out of money, she clears everybody out, and we all got to pay to get back in, basically. But there's close to like 200, so we've got like $2,000, and we've already given 500 away. They're doing 500 this month, and then Denise got her hands on those vacation vouchers. So it's a 7-day vacation, and the fine print is that you have to pay. The most you would pay would be $400, like in like fees or whatever. Like if they win the vacation, like they get 7 days, and there's like 30 places they can go, all the way from Hawaii to Mexico, to like several different places in the United States. There's places in Canada, and they pick where they want to go, but they have to pay like I can send you guys the little thing that she sent. She might have posted it on here actually. Let me see if I can find it. And it explains all that. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. So, okay, so there's a $100 activation fee, and then they could pay anywhere from $199 to $299 in resort fees and taxes. But I mean, a 7-day vacation, that's unreal what that would cost, especially if you went to like Hawaii. But you just have to pay that. But we're also giving away $500. So if they win, they get both. So they could take that $500 and pay for the fees. You know, that it would cost and still have like $100 left over. So, yeah, it's like a pot. So like what we have done, like back in November, we done like $300, I think. Like we started out kind of small, and there's like been a couple months we've give out like 300, and then like we had like 2 or 3 winners. Like somebody got the grand prize 300, and then we had like another $100 winner. We've done it different every month. But like when you pay $10 and you get in this group, and I've tried to do host to post in the past, like just give away like a bag of coffee or something, and like nobody cares. Okay, like I can get a few to do it, but like this, like people want $500 in cash. They want a 7-day vacation. Like they will put anything on their Facebook if they think they're going to win something this big. Okay. So if you guys want in this one, you have to pay $10. Now Nikki's, she's not making. We don't have to pay anything. She's just donating. She got her hands on 2 vouchers for a 7-day vacation, but now it ends tomorrow. Hers does. So hers is, you don't have to pay anything to get in that. She's just giving us, and that's just her little group. Like we're all in under Nikki. We're all in under Denise, but Nikki's in under Denise, and then we're all in under Nikki. If that makes any sense. Like if you looked at a big chart, I would love to see like the entire chart of it works and just see who all's who, because it gets confusing. But we are all under Denise, but we are under Nikki. So Nikki is our ambassador upline, and let me just go ahead and go to her page, because if you guys are not on Nikki's page, I hate to add everybody to like 500 group pages because I'm literally in a million, and I could be in a million more. It doesn't bother me, but some people get really overwhelmed and confused if you add them to all these groups at once. But this is Nikki's page. This is where she posted. This is where she posted the giveaway. So if you're not on Nikki's page, let me know and I can add you. I am an admin on there, so I can approve you or whatever if you try to join. But this is Nikki's page. So and it's kind of died down because when we started the Black Diamond Mine group with Denise, Nikki's page kind of died down because we're all over there. But it's a lot bigger group on Denise's. Like, I don't even know how many people's in her group. It's a lot compared to this one. But this is Nikki's page, so if you guys want to get on there. But for the host to post, let me see. Let me go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing this and share my phone so I can show you guys more stuff. Because I do a majority of everything from my phone. Let's see. Okay. So for the host to post, what I do is I have went through and like messaged people. If I do that on Messenger, like if I'm going to go through and message people, down here at the bottom, you see the little people with the 2 beside of it. If you click on that, these are the people that are active right now on Facebook. You can go all the way to the bottom. I've got a lot of friends, so I've got quite a few. But these are people that are on Facebook right now. So sometimes I will go all the way to the bottom. Takes forever. And I will send them a message. So I'm going to send this right now to, I'll just send this to the group so they won't know what I'm doing. But anyway, and I also have, this is called, what is it called? Hang on a minute. This app right here, WordBoard. And WordBoard, you can save all these scripts and have them in your phone. So let me see if I can remember which one that I was sending. Ask giveaway. So I'll have to update this and include the vacation part. But this is what I send people. I'm like, hey, I just wonder if you'd be interested in this giveaway. Like I just randomly send that to people that are on my Facebook, like right now, like active. So sometimes I do that to ask people, but mainly what I do, and I've been doing this for a while, so everybody kind of knows. I just post and ask people if they want to be in it, which I posted this earlier. No one responded, but Sunday's a really bad day to post. Like the best time on Sundays around 4 o'clock. Anytime out of that, like people are at church or they're out eating or whatever. Like nobody's at home or like nobody's on Facebook much on Sunday for some reason. But like this other one I done got a lot of hits. This one. So so basically what I do is I'll post something like this. Pretty much I've posted the same thing since I've done it. It's like who wants a free 7-day vacation voucher, no purchase necessary, 30 locations to choose from. Like it's something really simple. And all these people comment. And so what I do when they comment, we'll use this girl as an example. So I click on her name and I go to send her a message. The first message I send is, hey, thanks for responding to my post. We're so excited about this giveaway. It's a 7-day vacation, blah, blah, blah. I will give you a post to copy and paste about a product, and all you do is tag me. I will take care of the rest. It's super simple. You get 1 entry for posting, and for any customer I might sign up from your post, that's another entry. So I kind of tell them a little bit about it, and I can send you guys this message too. And so she was like, okay, so if I send this message, you'll copy and paste the next message I send and then tag me in it. Make it public if you can so that you have a better chance of more people seeing it and commenting. That's it. I'll do the rest. Don't forget to tag me so I get the notifications and can respond to anyone interested. And then this is the one I've been doing. There's like a million host to posts. And I'll show you guys right now while I'm thinking about it. I've got some on Rap Stars. There's some on Nikki's group. But if you go to the albums, like just the photo albums, and go down to right here, post to post. This part asks them to post these on their page. If you go to the comments, I've got some for like pretty much every product. There's one for cleanse, hair, skin, and nails, keto coffee. There's even some for like distributors, fat fighters, thermal fight, probiotic. Of course, thermal fight is like gone now, so let me delete this. I've got some for TFX too. Probiotic greens, keto coffee, stretch mark, more keto coffee, cleanse, hair, skin, and nails, collagen, keto energy. Let me go ahead and post my TFX one, because this one is a TFX, the one I've been posting. And then I've got another one. See if there's any more on here I need to add. Keto energy, collagen, cleanse. I think that's about it. Okay. So you send them this to post. Oops. And I put that on their page. So let me go back to this girl. So I sent her that, and then as soon as she posts it, and I will get the notification that I was tagged in a post that she put up. Then I send her the message that I got it. Good luck. I always tell them like when it ends. This one ends Monday, but Denise's lasts all month. So Denise is basically doing what Nikki's not giving away $500. She's just doing the 7-day vacation. And also for every person that you put in, if you get at least 3 people, if you get at least 3 people, you get an entry that you can also win a 7-day vacation. She's got 2. So we can also win on Nikki's. So after you get 3 people in, everyone after that, I think, is an extra entry. So I think she's going to draw our names too. I'm not sure how she's doing it, but hers ends tomorrow, and then Denise's lasts all month. So you've got all month to add people into that one. So and I actually told this girl like we're actually doing 2. So if she's entered twice, I'll put her in Nikki's and then I'll put her in Denise's also. So so let me see if I can find. She just done that not long ago. Let's see if I can find. Okay, so she tagged me in it when I get that notification. Also, while I'm talking about this, you want to make sure that you have your page set to where when people tag you and stuff, it doesn't automatically show up. Like you have to approve it. Because if you don't do that and all these people start tagging you, your Facebook is going to be flooded with all this crap. And you don't want that. Just being tagged in it, you'll still get all the notifications if someone comments, but you don't want it all over your page. So I never like approve these. I just leave them where they're at. But this is what I do when I'm doing host to post. So she tagged me in it. The first thing I do is I love it. That way she kind of knows, hey, I seen your post. Then if you just kind of click on the post, I click like right under where my name is, like her name, like that the white space there. If you just click that, tap it, it'll open up the post. Then in the top right hand side, there's these 3 little dots. If you click the 3 little dots, let me unsave it because I already done this. If you click the 3 little dots and click save post, then it'll let you save it. And I have like a million, and these are from like way back from forever ago. I'm putting these in this one I created called Vacation Giveaway. So I click that and it saves it. So now, like if I want to go back and follow up with all these people that have commented on any of these, if I go to my save posts, right here, you guys see saved. If I click that, and then up here at the top, I can click any of these collections, like all the people that's in the vacation giveaway. I can go back to their posts and look and make sure that I didn't miss somebody if they commented, or if they did comment, I can message them again and follow up or whatever. And here's another tip that I found today that someone said. And like when they post, I don't give them a picture. I hardly give them a picture anymore. If you post this big before and after picture, nobody's going to comment on it. Like if you give that picture to them to post with what you've sent them. So like all these people done this over the weekend, like Friday and Saturday, and today You can see 3 hours ago, I went back and commented on each one and stuck a before and after in the comments for Thermophytex. So someone else suggested they do this, like they'll wait a while and then go back and comment, because every time somebody comments on your post on Facebook, it kind of like throws it back into the cycle. So like more people might see it, like if you comment on it. If people are commenting, like interacting, like it'll keep showing back up in everyone's feed. So I done that today. I don't know if it's helped or not. Nobody's commented since I done that, but like I said, Sunday's a bad day. I posting on Sunday is like, I don't know. But so anyway, I do that. So I went through earlier everyone except for, I don't think I've done Maria's yet because she just done it, but like everyone else, I posted the before and after in the comments. So that's another tip. And then, so after I do all that, I go to my notepad and I keep all their names on a list on my phone. Here's all the people. And like after I put their name, I type it in and then I'll copy and paste it. Then I go over to, where's that? I go to Nikki's group because she's doing one. So I go to Nikki's group and I find the post. This is where everybody's putting their entries. And I paste her name. So I enter her into it by putting her name on this post. Now the same thing for Denise's giveaway group. This is the post here. This is where you enter them, and we number them on this one. Nikki didn't say to number them, but we number them here. So, and you guys can see, I put all of mine that I had on here earlier. So, and then I added Maria down here at the bottom somewhere, right there. So that's where you enter their names. And like I said, you could do it all at once. I try to split it up a little bit just because I feel like it gives my girls a better chance of getting their name drawn. Like if they're all just in one little wad, like if I got them kind of spread out. Because what they do is they take all of these names and they put them in a spreadsheet and they number them. And then they use a random number generator and generate a random number. And whoever's number that is, that's who wins. And they do it live. So for Denise's, towards the end of the month, they'll have the event up. They don't have it up yet usually, but towards the end of the month, they'll have the event up. You can invite all the people that's hosted a post for you to that event, and then they can watch the live drawing. Like she will go live, and it's usually Barb Hauser that does it, or Barb Boyser, or whatever her name is. Let's see if she's on here too. She's the one that usually does it. Yeah, Barb. So they go live and do it on a Facebook, like an event or group. So you can invite everyone to it. So have you guys got any questions about the host to post? I know it's like seems like a lot of info. Like the main thing is just you've either got to message people and ask them if they want in your giveaway, or you got to post about it, or both, and get them interested, and then send them the details. Let me go ahead and see if it'll let me. I'll have to stop sharing my screen, but I'm going to send you all my stuff in the chat here. I think it'll let you copy it. Well, let me send it in a group chat. That'll make more sense. So all these people not on the Zoom are going to wonder what we're doing. So anyway, so if they want to be in the giveaway, I send them this that I'm sending y'all right now. And if they say, yes, I want to do it, I send them this next message. And then I send them whatever product I want them to post about. So like I have a lot of like repeat people. Like they've done this a bunch. So like if they just posted about the coffee, I'm not going to make them post about the coffee again. I'll give them hair, skin, and nails, or I'll give them something different to do. But I want to send you guys the one I've been doing. It's about Thermophyte. So that's what I send them next. And then when they get it posted and I'm tagged in it, and they're good to go, I send them this next one that says I got it. And this is all in the group chat on Facebook. So yeah, it can be any that you want them to post about. Like I would stick to, like normally in this business, you're going to have 2 or 3 products that you've either used yourself, or that you understand more, or that you can relate to in some way. and you're probably going to have an easier time talking about those 2 or 3 products versus like a product that you would never use and like you don't understand, if that makes sense. So like I like the keto coffee, I like the TFX, I like the cleanse, I like hair, skin, and nails. Like those are probably my 4 that I would pick to post about a lot. So or the wraps. Like we got BOGO wraps. I mean, if you were doing it today, you might even have them post a post about the BOGO wraps. So so it can be any product. And then, like I said, I showed you guys on, let me go back, share my screen again. I showed you guys on our group, in Rap Stars where you can find all of those post to post. You go to the albums, it's down at the bottom, post to post, and the one that says that you ask them to post these on their page. If you go to the comments and under there, there's all kinds of examples. And then, like I said, on I don't know if let me see Black Diamond Mine. They might have some on here. I think Nikki added some. Okay, there's a host to post one on here too. So they'll have pictures. Let's see where they're at on here. Okay, so there's some under here too. Pretty much the same ones I have because I think I stole these from Nikki anyway. I would stick with the easy sellers. Hair, skin, and nails, cleanse, fat fighters, TFX, keto coffee. Like those are the more easy to me. They're easier sell. Like hair, skin, and nails is a good one because not everyone wants to lose weight, but they might want longer hair or longer fingernails or longer lashes or better skin. They might not necessarily want to lose weight. So yeah, so you can save them on notes on your phone. I do recommend getting, if you have an iPhone, you can get Wordboard, and I think there's a similar one for Android. But it's really easy. You just hit the little plus sign and click on custom button. Then you add your phrase, which would be, the words that you're wanting to send, and then you add the title, whatever you want to call it. You can even color code them. Then you just hit save, and like I've got all these messages. So like sometimes I'll take like a few minutes, especially after like we start a new giveaway. I have to go in and like change the verbiage, that it runs all the way through whatever month it is. I have to kind of like update them. And even some of my verbiage on, like the other day I noticed one, like the pricing. Like I need to change this. Like this is for TFX. Like if I'm talking to someone about being a customer, they would get an order again in May and June because now it is April. So like I have to go through and kind of update those too sometimes. But so that's host to post. If you guys have any more questions about it, there's all kinds of trainings too. I have some trainings on Rap Stars and the album. Like there are some girls that have like literally, that one chick is signing like 100 customers a month doing these. Like crazy. I think it's under here, under host to post trainings. So here's some, this is a really good one, host to post info for newbies. I'm going to post this on, I'll put it on the main page, on the main wall on Rapstar so you guys can find it. So, so there's host to post. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about tonight is code messaging versus warm messaging. Now, I actually meant to find something. Let's see if I wonder if I can find it. Let me think for a second here. Where it would be at. I might have it in the file section. Let me look. Let's see. It might be this one. Yes. Okay. Good. I found it. So, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up on Facebook on here, and then that way you guys can actually read it because it's really little on. So let me end my sharing on my phone if I can figure out how to do it. Okay. Also, I've got it pulled up and I'm thinking about it. There's another group called DTPP. It's Diamond Team Post Pile. And I made this group forever ago, but I have updated it some lately. Um, Basically, there are tons of scripts on here. There's an album with 500 and something before and after, corporate approved before and afters. Um, and then let me go to the albums. This looks totally different on the phone. There's albums. There's a product post album, and we've got a category for like every product. So, like if you're wanting to know more or post something about fat fighters, if you open up this post, there are all kinds of scripts that you can use about fat fighters. There's pictures. Sometimes some of them have pictures, some don't, I think. But I mean, there's all, like if you're just totally stuck, you're like, I don't know what to do. If you go to this group, I'll add you guys after this. I think I've got most of you guys are in it. Let me see if I can do it right now. Like I said though, I don't try to add you all to every little group I'm in because there's so many of them. I guess I could just add you and you can jump out of them if you want to, but let's see if I can do it from here. But so this little group is really good as far as needing to find things to post about. I don't know what I clicked on. All right, so it says Julie's already in. So I think I got y'all added, but so that's a really cool one. Why is my music playing? Okay. So anyway, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to show you guys. My music's playing without me doing anything on my phone. That's weird. So if you guys hear Luke Bryan in the background, sorry. All right. So in the files, so code messaging versus warm messaging. Code messaging is essentially you just randomly message people, basically. Like you may not even know them at all, or whatever, outside of being like just friends on Facebook or Instagram, like followers or whatever. You just basically random message them. And a lot of people don't like code messaging. A lot of people will swear that there's only one company that they swear that we're the only company that does it. I've heard other companies they swear that does it. Honestly, every company does it. And the reason they do it is because it's pretty effective. But there's people that have there's people that have gone to ambassador in this company code messaging, and there's people that have done it warm messaging or in other ways, different ways. But this is Claire Flores. She's an ambassador now, and she gave these tips a long time ago. So if you don't want a code message, this is one way you can do it. This would work on Instagram or Facebook, in my opinion. So what she does is she goes to the people that she's following, either on Facebook or Instagram, and she writes down anyone's name that looks interesting to her. People that have similar tastes, or is like a good target audience, like moms, college kids, college students, working moms, single moms, somebody that you could relate to, or somebody that you think would be good at this. And don't focus on people. You should always do this. Like I never message or bother anyone on Instagram that's already got like thousands of followers, and you can tell they're probably already in network marketing or they do something else, but like they're not interested. I'll just tell you. So like if it's someone's got a lot of followers, they're already successful at social media, whatever they're doing, like don't even waste your time. Get someone that seems real that you can connect with. Um, so you're going to make a list. Like as you're going through your followers, you don't even have to message them. You just like, oh, this girl, I think she'd be good at this, or hey, me and her have some things in common. Write her name down, her username if it's on Instagram, or her name on Facebook, whichever one you're going to do. Then over the next several days, go to her page and like her pictures that she's posted. Comment on them and make an intentional comment. Don't just be like, oh, cute pic. Like, find something you can relate to and comment and like build a relationship, basically, is what you're doing. So if they don't post much in those next 5 days, go back to previous posts. Like act like that you're just totally like obsessed with them, I guess, basically. I don't know. But so this is what Claire does. So after you've done this for 5 days, send them a unique message. I have been loving your page for a while now. Say something specific about them, like, you've got 2 sons, you're married, whatever, that you can tell about them. Say something specific about them. I love what you're putting out there. I think you will be great in this business. And don't come off saying that you're with It Works off the bat. Say that you run your own business and direct sales through social media. And then once you start talking about, that you are with It Works, I can send you guys another message right now. Hang on just a second. About, this is what I always send when I'm talking about what I do. We have over 40 products. We're not just a wrap company anymore. We have lots of products besides the wraps. In fact, I don't even talk about the wraps very much anymore, unless we have a BOGO. But you want to mention that. So this is how she gets people on Instagram. And a lot of people will either they will lead with the business opportunity, like they'll ask them about, how would you like to join this business? And if they're like, no, it's just not for me, that's not my thing, then they'll close with, well, I can help you get our products at 40% off if you want to become a customer instead. So some people will lead with the business and then close with the the customer part, or they would do it the other way around. Like some people will leads with hey, you should be a customer, and then when it comes down to it and they're like, no, I can't afford that or whatever, then they're like, well, you should become a distributor so you can make extra money so you can afford extra things. Like, so people do it both ways. I have been doing it the distributor way and then closing with, well, you could become a customer instead. Let's see. These notes are so old. Let me try to read and figure out what I've even put on here. Okay, always give a sense of urgency. You can say, like I've heard a lot of people will say, I'm only taking on 3 more people this month. Which you guys would know, like if you could get 30 people, you wouldn't say no, right? You would take 30 people if they would join your team in a month. But they will say things like that. It's partially truthful also because, if you only take on, like, if you just do your steps to success and you just get 3 distributors a month, you can take more time and work with those people. If you got 30 people, there's no way you could sit down with every single one of them and like help them out. Like you probably would even have struggle like answering their messages, like when they message you, because you would have so much at once. But they do use that as urgency. Like, you might say, hey, I've only got 1 more spot that I'm only going to take 1 more girl on this week or this month. If you want it, let me know, or I'm going to, I'll give it to the next girl, whatever. So you can use urgency. Urgency always works. And she gives the tip that she always follows up once a week until she gets a definite, like, they're like, yes, okay, sign me up, or they're like, no, don't you ever message me again, like, and block you or whatever. So like that's what she does. Like she follows up once a week until they give a yes or a no. So if they never message you back, like if you've messaged them several times and they're not responding, she sends 1 more message and then she just moves on. I love to send the message that says, hey, I hope I didn't make you mad. For some reason, when you send that, people will always respond. I don't know why. So like if you're messaging someone and they just will not respond to you, like and you've not messaged them in several days or a week or so, just send them a message, be like, hey, I hope I didn't make you mad. And then like they might say something. They'll be like, no, you didn't. You know, I've just been busy or I've had bills come up. Like they'll explain to you why they've not been messaging you. It's really weird, but it works most of the time. If they're on Instagram, try to get them on Facebook. Try to get them to follow you on Facebook. I've even used the excuse before, like I hate Instagram, like my messages keep disappearing. Do you care to add me on Facebook? And you can actually now see this is old. This thing I probably typed this up. I don't know when, but like you can voice message now on Instagram. I don't know if you guys know that or not. Voice messaging is like 10 times better than just texting because they can hear your voice, like they know you're real. You know, they can hear excitement in your voice versus if you just type something out. But you can send voice messages on Instagram now. That's very cool. So instead of typing it out, you can voice message them. As far as who you should follow on Instagram, and this even works on Facebook, and I actually heard a really good tip yesterday on that one Zoom I shared. But follow some of your favorite authors, boutiques, music groups, makeup sites, clothing sites. Like that's where I go, and then I will click on like their most recent picture, and then I will follow the people that like that picture. I've been doing a lot of Ray Dunn, like because I collect Ray Dunn, and like those girls have got money. Because let me tell you, Ray Dunn is not cheap. Okay, so if they're collecting Ray Dunn, they got money to spend. I'm just saying, because I have a very small collection, and these girls will pay like bukus for some of this stuff. So I've been following them. And then if they're afraid to join, I've even sent a message before, like on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at? And they'll tell me, and then I'll ask them, you know, what would change that? What can we do to get that to a 10? You know, and if it's money or they're afraid they don't have time, you know, you guys can always message me and ask me. I even mentioned to someone the other day, like you could even put, especially if it's on Facebook. I don't think you can do this on Instagram, but maybe you can. Like put us in a group chat. Like if you're talking to Sally or whoever about becoming a customer or distributor, and you know they're unsure, they don't know, you can add us in a group chat. Like add me in to a group chat with them and you, and I can help you talk to them until you kind of get the hang of what to say and what to do. You know, and it all comes down to how much you believe in the business. Your excitement draws people in. This is true whether you're talking about the business opportunity or the products. You know, if you're talking to someone about products, they're like, well, does that stuff even work? Like, if you don't believe it works, they're gonna pick up on it. If you're just kind of like, I guess, you know, they're gonna be like, well, no, I don't want it. If you're like, oh my gosh, yes, this is like the best product I've ever used. Like everyone that uses it loves it. Like you will love it. If you have that attitude, they're gonna pick it up. Let's see. And it takes consistency, always consistency. That's why we're doing this accountability group, is because you might message 20 to 50 people a day on Instagram and nobody signs up. But if you do that for a week straight, you might get several people that sign up. So, you know, just because you message 25 people doesn't mean that they're everyone going to sign up that day. You might have some that'll sign up later. I've had lots of people that I have talked to forever that finally signed up either as a customer or a distributor. You know, I just kept going. I found other people in between that time that become customer or distributor. So you just have to keep going, follow up with people, and you have to do it every day. You have to be consistent, because if you lay off the gas for a week straight, then you're not going to sign anyone from that time you took off. So, you know, you can't pump the brakes, because what you do this week, all the people you talk to this week might sign up 2 to 3 weeks from now. So if you take a week off, you're going to be seeing that later on down the road. You'll be able to tell. Okay. I need to update this file, but it's still really good stuff. Claire Flores is a master on Instagram. So basically she just like goes through her Instagram, finds people that she don't even message them. Like she don't look, like, oh, I'm going to message this girl. She just like, I like this girl. I want her on my team. She writes her name down. Then she starts like liking her stuff, interacting with her stuff. You know, she makes a list and goes through that list every day for 5 days and likes their pictures, comments, you know, whatever. And then she messages them like, oh my gosh, I have to have you on my team, basically. And I think she has I can find the video. She done a video. This is like my notes from her video, is what I posted. So she done like a training on it. Um, so this is how she does warm messaging, um, basically on Instagram, because she's kind of building a relationship with them for a few days before she just shoots them a message. And then there's other people that have just they straight up code message like Amber Parker. This is what I have been sending on. I'm gonna send it in here. This is what I have been sending people. I send 25 to 50 of these a day. It says, hey, gorgeous, not sure if I've ever asked you, but would you ever be interested in working together, making some extra income from your phone? I'd love to help you. I send them that. Once in a while, I get somebody that's a total butthole, but honestly, somebody with that demeanor and attitude, I wouldn't want them on my team. So, like, I kind of feel like it kind of nips that in the bud. Like, if they're just totally acting stupid, I'm like, nope, block. Like, I wouldn't want you on my team anyway. Um, so I send them that, and then they respond back and they're like, yeah, sure. Can you send me more details? I send them this next message, and it says, hey, babe, hope I'm not bothering you. I have no clue if you've ever seen my page at all, but I went through yours and really think you would be a great addition to my team, a positive, motivated, kick-ass ladies. Excuse my language. Are you familiar with network marketing? And then they either say yes or no or whatever, and that's when I send them this bit about, you know, that I'm partnered with It Works Global. I tell a little bit about the company, um, and all that good jazz. I always end everything with a question. I always ask a question like, does that sound good to you? Is that something that you would be interested in? What do you think about that? Like, I always end it with a question. And then if they say yes, I send them this next message. I don't know if you guys can see this in the chat or not on here. But right now is an exciting time to get in. We have massive momentum. My kits are 99 and come with product valued way over that, so you can actually sell that product and make your investment back. Several kits to choose from also. You will make commissions from sales. Customers make from your website, profit from selling samples on hand, unlimited weekly $100 bonuses for helping new team members get their first 2 customers, and we have a $1,000 and $3,000 guarantee bonus right now. How does that sound? So this is the message I send them. At this point, they're like, yes, no, I don't know, maybe later, like whatever. So if they're like, just definitely no, they don't want to do it, then I send them this. Thank you for considering. I'm a firm believer that anyone could be successful with this. If you'd rather become a customer and get some products to test out, I can hook you up with 40% off all products and another 20% off your first order. Weight loss, energy, skincare, overall health solutions. That's what I've been sending, because we do have that Live Fit 20 code. If they spend $40 or more, they can get 20% off right now on their first order if they become a loyal customer. So that's what I've been sending. So if you guys have any questions about that. So I mean, that's an example of code messaging versus warm messaging on Instagram, and you can do basically the same thing on Facebook. I like Instagram a lot better for doing any kind of messaging. I don't like Facebook at all, really. But there's some people that can do like crazy things on Facebook. Actually, one girl, this is the tip I was going to tell you guys. One of those Zooms I watched the other day, this girl said, you know, like on Facebook, like people constantly add you to groups that you don't want to be in. Like it's somebody's boutique or something they're selling, or just random stuff. Like you end up in a million groups that you don't want to be in, right? Like she's like, you know, I get added, and she's like, one of these groups was a group in Texas. It was like a boutique, and this girl had like 15,000 people in her group. So she's like, I go through every member and I friend them, and you know, like grow my network that way. So you know, she's like, they're adding me to this group. I don't want to be in it, but I'm going to use it to my advantage. So she makes friends with all the people in the group. So you can use groups on Facebook big time to grow your network and find new people. Also. So have you guys got any more questions? I had on here to go over what you say to distributors and loyal customers, which we kind of touched it a little bit, but I don't have time to go over the whole shebang. I do have, I bet it won't even let me pull it up. This thing's acting so goofy. Let me see if it'll let me share. Where's that? Oh, it worked. Okay. So anyway, like basically when you're talking to a distributor, you're conducting an interview. And I just went over this with you guys, these messages that I send. One of the first things I do is, it's even gonna let me go. It's gonna freeze up. I find out what they know about direct sales or network marketing, if they know anything at all. A lot of them don't. They say no, and that's when I send the message about the company that I'm with, and what we do and whatever. So you kind of educate them if they don't know what network marketing is. Um, okay, find out why they want to do something like this. And like this is something you can even use against them later. Like if they're needing money to help, they want their kid to do ballet lessons, or if they had just a extra $500 a month, they wouldn't have to work an extra job or whatever it may be. Find out why they want to do it, and then make sure they understand what you do every day. I send this message a lot. I post on Instagram and Facebook 3 to 4 times a day about my life, the products, and the business. I also add a lot of friends and followers daily. I follow other moms, women, college students, etc. Just like I'm texting you right now, this is what I do all day long. I attend team trainings a couple times a week and also catch up with other trainings daily on YouTube. I also follow up and check my calendar for who told me they would be ready to order and join on a certain day. Do you think this is something you could fit in your daily schedule? So like make sure they understand this ain't like that they just sign up and they sit around and they get rich doing nothing. Like I always kind of give an idea of like, hey, you got to kind of do a few things. I mean, it's stuff that you probably you're already posting on Facebook. You're already doing that. You might just have to do a couple extra things. You might have to let Netflix go a little more than normal so you can fit in some of these trainings and some of this other stuff. And don't just sign somebody up if you don't if you think that they're not going to be great at this. Like literally, like just be like, you should just be a customer. I mean, like if it's your friend or whoever, if you know that they're just not going to they're not going to take it seriously. You just think they'd be bad at it. I mean, when it's $99, it's a lot harder to get people that are not so serious. When it's the $20 deal, sometimes, people will join just to get cheap product or whatever. But I think this thing skipped. I'm gonna hurry up though because we got the family call. Okay, so this is, you can use their why against them. Like if they don't have time, we'll be like, it'd be worth it to make time. For whatever the reason their why was that they give you. And like I said, all you got to do is just give up a little Netflix, a little Candy Crush, and fit it in. I mean, you guys are doing this. You don't have to sit here all day long and do this. I do it in between working full time, being a single mom, being at little league practice, cleaning my house, cooking, taking the trash out. I mean, showering, shaving my leg. Like I do all that, and in between, I'm doing this business. I mean, you can do it. People act like they don't have time. And usually it's not that they don't have time, it's something else. Like they're either afraid they're not going to be good at it, or, it's something that they're probably not willing to admit to you off the bat. So you got to kind of dig. Getting distributors is a little different than getting customers. Customers are just like, hey, I want to get skinny. You're like, okay, great. I got this product. Would you like it? I can get you 40% off, and you sign them up. Like it's not as hard to me to talk someone into becoming a customer as it is a distributor. And I had to work a long time to figure this out, because I used to could not sign a distributor to save my life, and now I'm the opposite. Now I can get distributors, but I'm terrible at getting customers all of a sudden. I used to could sign customers, no problem, but I shifted my focus and really tried a million different techniques, different verbiage, until I kind of figured out something that works, better. And I'm still not where I want to be. I want to be like Christina Watts. The girl signs like 60 distributors a month. I don't even know if she signs customers, but it doesn't matter. She's signing 60 distributors a month. I mean, that would be awesome. But anyway, I'm not Christina Watts, but I'm trying. So that's all that matters. But anyway, so, you want to talk them through it just like you're conducting a job interview, and if they're not sure, and like I said, add them in a 3-way chat with me if you have to. explain to them the math. It is $99, but they're getting that much product in their kit or more. Some of the kits have more. And if they sell their samples, then they're going to make their money back. Let's see. Like I always say, reach out to me if you're stuck. Getting customers, we just talked about it, doing host to post. You can run polls on Instagram and your stories. We done a Zoom on stories a couple weeks ago. We can do that again next week if you guys need help. Or I can do one like in the middle of the week too. You have to ask people, regardless if you're getting distributors or customers or whatever. Like you can't just post and wait for people to flock to you, because it might happen once in a while, but it's gonna be rare. You got to talk to people one way or the other, whether it be code messaging, warm messaging, however you feel most comfortable doing it. You've got to ask people. And of course, getting customers, you share results. I wouldn't plaster my page with all before and afters for all it work stuff. You could put stuff in your stories, but you want to kind of be a little mysterious on Facebook and Instagram. Don't just post before and afters. I put them even in the comments sometimes instead of just posting them directly on my page. And always keep, when you're talking to, why does it keep doing that? When you're talking to customers or distributors, you want to keep it simple. You don't want to throw them all the details right at once. You want to try to keep it simple and don't overwhelm them. Let them ask you the question. You just give them a little bit and then let them say, okay, and then let them ask the next question. Like you would say, are you interested in the hair, skin, and nails? Or like if you post and they call in, or however you get into the conversation with them, and you say, hey, I see you're interested in the hair, skin, and nails. It's an all natural supplement that helps you grow your hair 2 to 3 times faster. Would you like to learn more? That's it. You don't have to like send them this whole big spiel. Like literally, hey, I think you're interested in this product. Really quick, like this is what it does. It's a supplement that makes your hair grow 2 to 3 times faster. Would you like to learn more? That's it. And they're going to say yes. And let's see. So you might send them some before and afters at this point. Ask them. Then you want to ask them, would you be interested in using it for 90 days and getting 40% discount with our I said subscription box program? That's one other way you could describe the loyal customer program, because basically that's what they're getting is a subscription box. If they ask you what the subscription box is, you say it's the same thing as Ipsy or Birchbox. You get choose which product you want each month. You can keep the same or switch it up. How does that sound? And then as far as the cost, I always explain it exactly the same. I'm like, well, normally they're $55 retail for a month's supply, but as a loyal customer or subscription box member, you'll get it for $33. Isn't that a sweet deal? So let's see. We're going to have to end this now because the family call is starting, but let me stop recording.